Hello, everybody. Cheryl Echeverria, and I'm calling to you today from StreamYard. So remember to add StreamYard when you're seeing me here so we could chat and everything. Coming to you once a week. This is an addition to Talk Travel with Cheryl on Fridays, which is a recorded show with guests in the travel and business industry that you could see after 10 o'clock a.m. on all Fridays. So today, we're going to have a discussion about. People always ask me when they're playing a cruise what they want to know the bottom line, what they're paying for, and all that. Each person's different. Each cruise line is different. But we're going to be talking today about what you pay for when you get onto a ship and what are you paying for when you get off the ship. Before I get started, if this is the first time you're listening in, I know somebody's there because I see the little eyeball out there. So say hello. There's accept StreamYard on your Facebook page, and you can start typing in your chat box. I will see the comments as they come up. So please join us today. This will also be recorded. You can see this again later. But please, this is for everybody to join in and. Hopefully, we'll have more and more people participate as I do this on a weekly basis. I will be coming to you as much as I can Tuesdays at 3 o'clock p.m. I want to keep it at a certain time so that way people are not looking all over the place. It's a set time and they can always come in. First, I want to update you guys on some travel news, get you the lowdown and not make sure that you're getting the correct news, the current news, and you're not guessing. Because being a travel agent, we have to be up to date on all the current events and exactly what our clients need to do to travel. Once again, cruising industry, we'll get to the cruising on ships in a little bit, but including in Europe, cruising has stopped, halted due to the pandemic. It's raising its ugly little head, and over in Europe, it's not that it's more deadlier, that people are getting it faster. So please remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, practice social distancing. And now that we got the vaccines, hopefully, please get it, because the only way to make sure that we don't have to take all these tests and everything when we travel is to get the vaccination, and make sure you're listening to the doctors and the scientists and not garbage out there, because it doesn't change your DNA. It's not going to give you autism. And it will, yes, you may have a pain in your arm. I'm still waiting to get mine. Here, some counties have stopped offering it because they've run out of the vaccine, but we'll get them soon. Okay, so cruising is backed up. I don't know when, and as you know, since day one, I refuse to book a cruise because I don't want to keep rescheduling my clients over and over again and tell them, oh, you scheduled for April, and then you're not going anywhere. So I want to make sure that when I'm open to booking cruises again, that they're available to you and I know exactly what you're going to need. Not saying that I don't have anything planned for 2022. I have a cruise to Alaska that we moved from August to May 2022. It's up on the Echeverria Travel Facebook page. It's also up on Echeverria Travel website. It has the pricing and availability. And we're going in May instead of August, and it's not round trip out of Seattle. This is from Anchorage down to Vancouver, and it will, yes, include Glacier Bay. So I'll be talking more about that cruise later on. Also, we're planning on a Mississippi River cruise. So if you're looking to do a river cruise, but you don't want to go to Europe, we're going to be doing it here in the United States, some of the great rivers of the U.S. Hello, whoever's out there watching us. Remember to add Yard Stream to your Facebook page so we could communicate, say hello. I could see in the comments area here who's talking to me and all that. So we'd love to hear from you. So as mentioned, today's show is about, which I'll get to in a little bit, paying for getting on and getting off a cruise ship. Some other travel news is that you may have heard that if you're traveling outside, no matter where you're traveling now, you need a negative COVID test when leaving and returning into the United States. So the resorts that you're visiting in Mexico, the Caribbean, Tahiti, these places are open. They are open to practicing social distancing. I haven't had any clients that come back with COVID. They're having a great time. They can take their masks off and enjoy the weather and all that, as long as they're, practicing social distancing. And vitamin D is some of the best things to kill viruses anyway. So get out in the sun, enjoy. Let us help you book your next travel destination, either to Mexico or the Caribbean or Tahiti, or let's start planning something for you. Our contact information is on the banner below, and it's reservations at echeveriatravel.com, 407-910-6469. Okay, so the topic of discussion today, if anybody has any questions or anything, please post them, and any general travel questions before I go into the main topic here, let me know. I'm going to if anybody has any questions for me and concerns. If not, okay, so the topic is getting on and getting off a cruise ship. When you're planning for your cruise, and this is general all mass market cruise ships, I'm not talking about the premium, I'm not talking about the luxury cruise liners, because some of them offer all-inclusive options. We're talking about the mass markets, the Carnivals, the Norwegians, the Celebrities, Princess, Holland America. I could go on and on. There's so many out there, and each cruise line is different per person. I mean, if you want a small yacht cruise, you want a mass market cruise, you want to do a little different, you want to go to a different destination, you may need to go to an expedition cruise line or a different cruise port of call or something like that. What you're planning on when you're booking your cruise is your room on your ship, which can be interior ocean view balcony, a suite, which is an owner suite, or a haven or whatever that is more of a bedroom with a dining room, and some of them have multi-rooms and all that. So you're paying for your room. You're paying for your entertainment. You're paying for your main dining room food. You're paying for the buffet if there's a buffet on the ship. And your port fees and getting to and from that destination. That's what it's included on your cruise ship when you're booking your cruise. It does not include... Yes, it includes the taxes and fees. It doesn't include tips. It doesn't include your alcohol. It doesn't include your soda. It doesn't include water. It doesn't include the specialty dining. It doesn't include excursions. It doesn't include shopping. It doesn't include gambling. It doesn't include the spa treatments. So when you're on a cruise ship, you could plan to add these things on to your cruise prior to getting on a cruise ship. Yes, it will bring your bottom line up, but you're either going to pay for it before you get on the ship or when you get after you get on the ship. So when I speak to my clients, somebody in one of my groups, and they're booking a room. And let's say they don't want alcohol package, but the room next to them has an alcohol package. that may bring up the difference in price for them. Okay, so not everybody is a cookie cutter, even in a group setting. You're getting the same price for your room and availability, but you're not getting the same options. And that's great, where people say, oh, I don't want to go in a group because I have to do everything everybody else does. And I'm like, no, that's not true. So being going on a cruise ship, again, when you get on the cruise, you want to do you want to constantly have your credit card being debited every time you do something, or do you want it to be 99% paid off prior to getting on the cruise ship? Which I mean is, okay, let's say you want to do an excursion. Okay, you could either book that prior with the cruise line, or you can book that with a tour company. Either way, you're going to pay for it. So do you want to pay for it before you get on the ship, or do you want to pay for it when you get off the ship? So either way, you're going to be charged for it. So these are things that you are going to be paying for on your vacation. So when people are talking about a vacation and trying to save money and nickel and dime, oh, I want the $99 special. Well, your $99 special may turn into a $400 per person cruise because you didn't factor in the afterwards. Now, some of the cruise lines offer during their specials free gratuities, free Wi-Fi, free alcohol packages. You may get all that included. You may get one or two included. You may get excursion credits. You're not going to get a free excursion. You're going to get an excursion per that port. So you still have to pay for the excursion, but you're going to get a credit off that particular excursion. Same thing with alcohol. If you're on a cruise ship and one partner drinks and the other partner doesn't in the room, guess what? You can't split up the bill. If it's a husband and wife, you either both have the alcohol package or you both don't. Okay. Most drink packages, if you look at it, some of them include not just your alcohol. It includes your bottled water, your bottled juices, your coffees at the coffee bars, sodas for the kids. You got to think about the kids too. So, and moving forward, people used to be able to bring wine and soda and beer on the ships with them. That is going to change a lot because of the situation with the pandemic that has caused a lot of things with the CDC and the cruise lines to change things around, like needing a passport, because your passport will show where you've traveled to, and they will looking more and more at the passport. So if you don't have a passport, you should think about that. Even if you're doing a short cruise, remember the Bahamas, Jamaica, those islands are not part of the United States, even though that the Bahamas has, if you've gone and flew into the Bahamas, they do have the U.S. Customs there in the Bahamas, but it still doesn't mean they're part of the United States. It's still a foreign country. Same thing with Bermuda. The only countries that are part of the United States in the Caribbean is Puerto Rico, St. John, St. Thomas, and St. Croix. So all the other Caribbean islands are not part of the United States. So you want to think about that when planning your vacation abroad. And yes, the Caribbean is considered abroad. Hello, whoever's coming in and watching today. We want to hear from you. Say hello. Remember to allow StreamYard to access Facebook. It's a safe program, and I'll be using this on a weekly basis to come to you live, as well as Talk Travel with Cheryl on Fridays. That is a pre-recorded show. So we'd love to hear from you. Please put your comments in the area below and let us know how we're doing. So again, with the other things that on the cruise ship that you're probably going to pay for. And remember, first thing also I'm going to recommend is that you don't use a debit card when you're traveling, because what they're doing is holding a certain amount of funds with your credit card. They're not taking the money from your account, but it's a hold. So if you have a debit card, you're actually holding $300 per day on your cruise. It's like cash. That's why you should always travel with a credit card. Never use a debit card. Same thing when booking your reservations or anything with travel. Use a credit card that's easy to cancel and work. And when you're traveling, also let your credit card companies know that you are traveling. So if they see things like, things in Jamaica or the Bahamas or whatever, and you're using your card, they're not gonna put a hold on your account because they don't recognize the purchases. So you want to make sure that's available to you. Does anybody have any questions out there? I've been doing a lot of talking, and I know I've had people come in and out of the room, and we'd love to hear from you. So, okay. So next week, I'll be talking about all-inclusive resorts and the difference between all-inclusive resorts. Not everybody is the same. Not everybody offers the same things. Remember, Cheryl Echeverria of Echeverria Travel. It's not just your cruise lady. We are a full-service travel agency serving all U.S. citizens, even those that are not citizens, as long as you have proper documentation and paperwork to travel, we can help you. But you must live within the within the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico. Those are the clients we can serve. Due to financial restrictions, we cannot book people that live in other foreign countries, and booking them on trips with us, you must have access and living here in the United States or have proper paperwork living here. We love our veterans. We work with special needs and disability clients as well. And I've been doing this now for 13 years. Please keep healthy and well. And we hope next week we'll have some of you commenting. I always have a something on the show. So let's hear your comments. If you want to comment after the show, or you're listening to this once the show is over, we want to hear your comments. We want to hear your questions, your experiences. We appreciate it very much. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.